This past weekend, Mandatory began their campaign for a back-to-back MDI title. Heading into the weekend, Mandatory was looking like a clear standout team, with only a myriad of new teams looking to make their way to the global finals. At the end of day 2, however, holy moly, one of the new upstarts was impressing in their runs, besting Mandatory's times in several dungeons, including the fastest ever run in MDI history in Necrotic Wake. Start the matchup off on day 3 in the upper bracket finals, Mandatory had to play that same Necrotic Wake against Holy Moly and put together this run, not only beating Holy Moly in the matchup, but once again breaking the record for fastest ever time in MDI history. The first pull of the dungeon is massive. 2 gatekeepers, every pack of mobs available to be tagged within range, and of course, the first boss, Blightbone. With Bloodlust and every offensive cooldown active, the group peaks at nearly 80 million DPS, destroying every enemy, including the boss, in less than 30 seconds. Importantly, the group also needs to use nearly every defensive cooldown. 2 Wraths of Xylormus casts being channeled by the gatekeepers in addition to the Heaving Wretch from Blightbone could easily one-shot a player in the group if they were to also get targeted by a random Throw Flesh cast from the myriad of enemies in the pull. After dealing with 28% of the trash in addition to the boss in the first pull, they size up their next pull. After using Shackle Undead on the Bone Mage, Skylark tags the Necromancer, the Marauder Patrol, and drag them both into Narzuda. Modot also heads up the bridge and tags 2 more Marauders to pull into the pack. They add an extra level of difficulty to the pull. If a single one of their Fear Casts goes off, it could be an instant wipe for the group. Not fazed by this, however, Modmod leaves the team to their devices while he readies the next pull, and the trash isn't even half dead. With a few Mind Soothes and some tricky movement, Modmod works his way to Amarth's boss room. Not only does this get the boss spawn RP out of the way, it also puts him in a position to grip Hopeful through the wall in the DK, saving him from the pack next to the spear he's just grabbed. The rest of the group trails behind with yet another ridiculous pull, and they stack them together by line of sighting on the edge of Amarth's room at the entrance. The damage cooldowns are once again ready for the second time in the dungeon, and with the aid of a Kyrian Spear, the group once again destroy everything they've pulled. After the boss goes down, we're now 3 minutes and 15 seconds into the key, and half the bosses are dead, with 77% of the required count done with. Keeping the pace going, Mandatory quickly takes the Angels up to the Necropolis, where the final large pull of the dungeon's available. Every single mob in the room. This is far more dangerous than normal though. They've just used all of their DPS cooldowns on Amarth, so they have to do this pack without cooldowns. However, they have a trick up their sleeve. Maystine is using one of the strongest trinkets the game has ever seen in Spymaster's Web. This trinket passively stacks up over time in combat, allowing you to expend those stacks to gain a huge amount of intellect all in one go. A fully geared character will have about 70,000 main stat at some point. This trinket gives about 40,000, which is a nearly 60% damage increase. Using this trinket as a pseudo cooldown, Maystine's able to carry the AoE damage needed to make this pull viable. Also important for the rest of the key, Modmod has employed some classic priest technology, mind controlling a fleshcrafter in the room. Careful manipulation of this enemy allows the team to make use of every single Throw Cleaver cast for the rest of the dungeon, helping them quickly chew through Gore Grind and Rot Spew, but also Surge and Stitch Flesh in one phase, without needing to use any of their cooldowns. With those saved cooldowns, Nalthor the Rhinebinder goes down in less than 40 seconds, capping off the new, fastest ever dungeon in MDI history, at 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Mandatory went on to defeat Holy Moly in the finals of the weekend in a hotly contested 5-game series, 3-2, securing the 1 seed for the global finals later this month. They're looking to be the first team, not named Echo, in MDI history to ever win more than 1 title. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and tune into the MDI Global Finals starting November 22nd.